What's up, guys? Texas Ghost. I'm out here enjoying a nice cold night around the campfire. It got me thinking about my first motorcycle, and I kind of wanted to share the story about my experience with my first motorcycle and just the time that I had with it. So, funny enough, I had been talking about wanting to buy a motorcycle for a long time. And, I'm a younger guy, but I remember saying, yeah, I want to buy a motorcycle. I'm going to buy a motorcycle. I'm going to do it. And initially, I wanted to get like a sports bike. I wanted like a Gixxer or an R1, something ridiculous, right? Now, mind you, I've always been a fan of like the chopper look. I've always been a fan of like old classical looking motorcycles, Indians, Triumphs, Harley Davidsons. I mean, I come from a family of East Texas bikers. I mean, it's kind of in my blood. One day, my friend and I were out a Buffalo Wild Wings, which is, funny enough, right in front of a Harley Davidson. And we finished eating. And I'm like, hey, you want to go look at motorcycles? Both look at each other and we're like, yeah, fuck it, why not? So we finish our meal, we pay our tab, we walk on over to the Texas Harley Davidson. And we're in there, we're looking at bikes. One of the salesmen comes up, and this salesman's name was Micah. Shout out Micah. The salesman comes up to us, he starts showing us the bikes, whoop-de-whoop, showing us this bike, that bike. And then he brings out this little, Iron 883 Sportster. Yeah, I know, the girl's bike. This thing was all blacked out. It was in great condition. It looked beautiful. It had low miles. And I remember when he turned it on, I was like, yeah, that's fucking badass. I like that. And I'm a bigger dude, so I probably looked really fucking goofy on a Sportster, but I don't care. So anyway, we start kind of talking about numbers. We do the application for shits and giggles. Now, mind you, I don't think I'm gonna get approved. My credit was completely shit. Didn't really want to put a down payment down. I was just being a cheap bastard. I was like, all right, fuck it. Let's just see what happens. So whoop-de-whoop, I fill out the application with the guys at Texas Harley, and they come back with an approval. And I'm starting to see just how far this can go. I have no intention of buying a motorcycle that day. I just wanted to test the water, if you will. Mind you, I was wearing fucking Crocs and a t-shirt and shorts. And I had never ridden a motorcycle. I had never even sat on a motorcycle. This was completely fucking stupid. I started negotiating and haggling back and forth. And, the payments I remember go anywhere from... We started at $400 a month, which is absolutely fucking ridiculous for a Sportster. You should never pay $400 a month for a Sportster. If you do, you're insane. Eventually, we get to like the sub $200 a month. And I'm like... Dude, less than $200 a month for a motorcycle is not fucking bad. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. I agree to do it. Again, I'm in Crocs, a t-shirt, fucking shorts, and I look like a complete dipshit. And you get to ring the little Harley bell when you buy a Harley Davidson motorcycle. So I did that. That was cool. I remember being so fucking happy that I had a motorcycle. Like, it was the coolest fucking thing ever. And I'll add some footage and some pictures of my little Sporty. That Sporty served me well for like a good 2.5, 3 years. I get to the parking lot, and again, the sales guys were super nice. Everyone was super nice. But I bought this shit I was like the last sale of the day. Absolute last fucking sale. So, I mean, it's like 7 p.m. All the guys are going home. They finish up the sale. Whoop-de-whoop. We get out to the parking lot. They lock up the store. Everyone goes home. And when I go to start the bike, the fucking battery is dead. Okay, I was able to call the sales guy. I was able to tell them what happened, and they came back. They put a new battery in for me real quick. And of course, once we get the battery in, this is where the fun stuff happens, right? Again, never ridden a motorcycle in my life, never sat on a motorcycle. I don't, I understand the mechanics of how to operate one, but I've never actually done it in practice. So I'm sitting in the Texas Harley Davidson parking lot. We're spending like 5 minutes in the parking lot, just getting familiar with the friction zone, throttle, brakes, balance, all that fun stuff. And I start to make the ballsy yet do not do this, by the way. This is the worst way to buy a motorcycle. This is fucking stupid. I get to the point where I'm ready to go home, take my bike home. My friend's already gone home and done his thing. And I start riding the bike home, and I remember I literally stalled the fucking bike like 3 or 4 times just trying to get to the next light. But on that first time, something just clicked, and I was like, oh, yeah, all right, yeah, fuck it, I got this. So, whoop-de-whoop, riding home, still getting used to, like, the sensation of feeling the wind and being literally a squid. Like, riding a motorcycle in shorts and Crocs, no helmet, and a t-shirt is the fucking dumbest thing you can do. And I ride it all the way back to my apartment successfully. I was lucky. I made it back in one piece. I even have a story about my first crash, which was completely my fault and was just overconfidence and stupidity, but that's a story for another day. That is the story of my first motorcycle. I'll go ahead and drop some B-roll footage here of me enjoying years on that thing, my friends, just out riding by myself, and some pictures. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Texas Ghost out. Peace.